You're listening to Miscast Commentary.
Hey everybody, welcome to Miscast Commentary, the Coming Attractions mini episode. This is Joe Finley.
And this is Todd Tebow, the Sailor Murray.
And we're going to get right into it today. We got next week's episode coming up. We're excited about this one. We're finally bringing another one of our favorite action heroes.
We're excited.
Well, I'm excited, and by proxy, you have no choice but to be excited.
Oh, understood.
Otherwise, we'll both be alone.
Oh, right, understood.
So there we go. So we're bringing another one of our favorite old action stars into the mix, finally.
No.
Yeah, that's not Todd having a stroke. That's him giving you a clue. We are bringing old Sylvester Stallone back.
He's not that old in the movie. Well, actually, I don't know how old he is. Maybe you'll tell us.
He's just under middle-aged.
Ah.
So, well, depending on when he dies. I'll let you know if he was middle-aged when he's dead.
Okay.
It was 93. We're talking about Demolition Man, baby.
Demolition Man.
All right, let's all take a listen.
At the entry, ravaged by violence, a society of perfect order will arise. Criminals will be frozen and reprogrammed in cryogenic prisons.
The prisoners are ice cubes. Their criminal instincts are being reprogrammed as they sleep.
Aggression and deviant behavior will be totally eliminated.
He's a criminal the likes of which you have never seen. In a bad time, he was the worst.
I'm gonna love running this place.
But in the year 2032,
This morning, Simon Phoenix escaped from his cryo facility. We are, quite frankly, not equipped to deal with the situation.
amidst a world of peace and calm,
We're police officers. We're not trained for this kind of violence.
How was the fiendish Simon Phoenix apprehended back in the 20th?
In the end, it took just one man, John Spartan.
You mean the Demolition Man?
The conditions of your parole are full reinstatement into the SAPD and immediate assignment to the apprehension of Simon Phoenix.
two mortal enemies
Just dropped in to say hi.
from another time.
Pass is over, John. Time for something new and improved. Oh, hell.
Will be unleashed on a future that isn't big enough for the both of them. Sylvester Stallone, Wesley Snipes, Demolition Man.
That is right, folks.
Whoa.
Yay. We're doing it.
We're doing it on microphone.
You know
We're
why?
doing it right now.
I've researched it, so I'm not doing a different movie today.
Hell yeah. Let's switch it up.
Ah,
Let's finally do beaches.
fine, beaches.
Like, what the hell?
I did my research on beaches in 1997 when I finished crying from watching it the first time.
Steel Magnolias. Funniest movie ever.
Yeah, it's way more powerful than Wood Magnolias. Ba-doom.
You should have that on a sound effect that you can just press it.
I know.
Ooger.
That's the last thing I need here
need
is
a
extra
soundboard.
buttons.
Yeah.
We need to hire a tech. Like, I know how to use all this crap, but I feel like I'm too important
Go
now.
to Darnell.
What?
Maybe Grafrau or Darnell or Tristonia.
Tristonia. What the hell? Now you're just naming.
Tristonia.
You're making up places that they're listening from. Narnia. Hello, Narnia. Are you out there?
They're listening.
All right. But yeah, if any of you guys are techs and you want to come and work for free on our show and relocate to St. Catharines, Ontario, Canada.
For no money.
For no money, yeah. It's
called a career move.
Yeah.
Clearly, any minute now, we're going to be offered huge money for Oprah or the Howard Stern network there.
I'm trying to sue multiple NFL players for paternity right now, so anything could come of that. So we could have a pretty sweet gig going here. You could be in on the ground floor.
I'm banging so many old ladies that I feel, they haven't verbally said it, but I feel like they are close to death.
Nice.
And I feel like they will leave me their money. So when that happens, you'll get paid, tech guy. So don't worry about it.
I feel like anybody who's let you get inside of them feels like they died a little bit.
Oh, you got that right. You got that right. More than a little.
Joke's on them. I had an orgasm. Screw you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Sharing is caring, buddy. You got that right.
I don't even know what that means.
They call me Sailor Tebow for nothing. I got them all, and I'm giving them out. Like candy on Halloween, baby.
Well, I thought because you were doing Tebow the Sailor, I thought it was because you just really, really believed in Jesus more than you needed to. And that you did that weird crouch when you were done doing your
that's
job.
just my power pose.
Oh, that's just your power pose.
Yeah.
It just really, it really helps you rest the lower back.
Exactly. I was called Sailor Tebow because that's my penis's nickname. He wears a little sailor cap. It's got a tattoo of an anchor on it.
See, and my nickname is Elbow because my penis bends in the middle.
That's from jacking off with one hand your entire life.
Yeah.
It's like a 90. It looks like at the top of a snork's head.
It was...
Oh my lord.
I was literally just talking to somebody about the snorks at work the other day. Somebody was like, what was the snorks all about? And I was like, oh dude, you have no idea.
That question?
Well, they were younger, they didn't understand. And then the problem was they were like, okay, so what was a snork? And I explained what they were, and they're like, so what was the whole point of the show? And I'm like, I don't remember.
It was kind of like the Smurfs underwater.
That was that was all I said. I was
really?
Like, I was like, I couldn't tell you who the bad guy was or any of that stuff.
I think the bad guy was just humanity.
I think it was just Gargle Mel.
Gargle Mel. I like that.
I'm nailing it.
It's Gurgle Mel.
Gurgle Mel. That one works even better. Anybody who didn't watch the Smurfs.
Yeah, don't even just look it up.
No, they probably saw the awful like live action.
Don't the live action musical on ice Snorks.
No,
like
the Smurfs.
What?
I was going Gargamel.
Okay,
they're not getting my Gargamel.
Snorks
thing.
the movie.
That would be amazing.
I heard they were coming up with a Fraggle Rock with Buddy in it.
I did hear about that.
What's his name?
I don't remember who Buddy was, but I did hear about
Joseph Levitt. Joseph Seymour Hoffman Levitt Jr.
Is that where Philip Seymour Hoffman went? He got absorbed?
They did.
Nice. And Jesse Tyler Ferguson is going to absorb them all after that. There can be only one, multiple name.
There can be only one.
Do you know who's going to be there at the end?
Who?
Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
JTT. Where's he been at?
He's training for the final battle.
Oh my god, right now.
He's
still as gorgeous.
What? Oh, he's
JTT.
beautiful.
He's still...
Oh, he's got the DSL.
Oh, man. Oh, JTT.
Gun to my head.
Yeah? Is there now?
No, I got no follow-up.
Oh, put a gun to my head.
Just gun to my head.
I can't stop thinking about JTT and how sexy he is. I might as well blow my brains out.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't give Taylor Noah Smith enough attention, and now he's all dark and weird.
If you... Yeah, he did turn dark, eh?
He was like 18 and he started dating like a 40-year-old and opened up a restaurant.
That'll do it. Is this real life?
Yeah. He's he owns some
restaurant, Denny's.
I don't know, like vegan tool time. I don't know.
Lord, some vegan. That's not even a restaurant. That's more like a fresh, fruit and veggies market.
Yeah, exactly.
Where they don't even wash it off for you.
It's a place where Steve Jobs got all his friggin' liver diseases.
Jobs. They killed him. That man.
Good.
Jobs.
Good. He didn't invent anything anyway.
He just ripped off what's his
name? Literally ripped off every single person. I'm fine with that. Don't get me wrong.
Just ripped off apples.
Yeah. Yeah, he literally
if I was Apple,
he took a bite out of one. He was like
the Apple Society of the world. I would have sued that company because apples have been around for way fucking longer than those electronic devices, and you think they'd win that fight?
Apples are also suing New York because you know how like the oil industry is Big Oil and all that stuff. Well, they can't call themselves Big Apple because New York. Yeah, you just getting.
Oh shit! Yep, it's on. Big Apple's pissed.
Big Apple's pissed, but they have to call themselves Large Apple.
Why don't they fight back? They should be fighting back.
Venti
Big Apple and all the other ones.
I like Granny Smith.
Big Soy.
Big Soy.
Don't fuck with Big Soy, man. Woo. I tell you.
I was trying to come up with some kind of good tofu pun. I got nothing. I got nothing when it comes to tofu, ladies and gentlemen.
Tofu. You like tofu?
I never fucked.
You ever had tofu?
I've had tofu, but tofu can go
it's got no flavor to it. It's flavored by whatever. I had tofu cheese once.
No.
Somebody was like fake cheese. It was literally the worst thing I've ever eaten. I think I would rather eat human flesh.
Yeah. Well, somebody told me they're like, yeah, tofu just absorbs whatever flavor you put into it. I'm like, then eat something that has flavor.
Exactly.
That seems seems better to me. I feel like tofu is
weird.
Like you're going to find out in 20 years that tofu is the worst thing for you because it's absorbing your insides.
Yes.
And you lose all your
T
cells and you
that's
get
what
AIDS.
they want.
Yeah.
It's when you eat it, it reforms itself perfectly into that brick, absorbs all your nutrients, everything you need, then breaks itself back down so you can poop it out and you don't even know.
I'm just thinking, should we be even talking about this with Big Soy out there?
I don't know, man. They're listening all the time. Yeah. NWO starts with tofu burgers, people.
That was a really good impression of me you just did while you were making fun of all that soy. Wow, I can't even believe it. I was just sitting off to the side. I was getting all my research together, and you're like, "Oh, you're doing a double conversation." I'm like, "You're a comedic genius."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, how could you?
Yep.
How dare you insult the mighty soy?"
What they don't know is that I didn't go to see you. Left, and I was you.
That seems infinitely more interesting to me.
I'm so good at impressions that during that one episode, I was you and your daughter.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's pretty easy to do.
Yeah.
She doesn't talk much.
Nope.
And then she talks way too much.
Hey.
It was pretty good.
It's like Roman.
So she knows, she knows all too well that when the episodes were over, it was bedtime. So she really ramped it up when the credits rolled.
That's what you have to.
She was just like, "Hey, sweetie, it's almost time for bed."
That's when it gets ramped up.
Yeah.
That's when we would get ramped up. You know what I mean? Like after, just like back in the day, after we finished watching Bloodsport, we took our shirts off and we just started kicking.
It's true.
Screaming, yelling, kicking things.
Take that, Bolo.
Nobody. I want you to know that every time I orgasm, I see that that face he makes. No, not that one. The one the bad guy Bolo Yoing makes.
The big
face,
the teeth.
It's haunting me.
Well, that's it's haunting. That is dreams. Literally just my natural face when I come.
Oh my! It turns your face.
That's probably why you. That's probably why you see it all the time. You've seen it before in the mirror on your wall.
The man in the mirror.
It's me.
You're like Candyman.
I am, except if you say my name 3 times, I was always there, so I just stay there. And you're like, no, seriously, like, just go.
Yeah.
Like, Joe.
Maybe I say it 3 times backwards, you get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Truth is, it's just I leave when I'm bored. And I'm like, sorry, I didn't mean any harm. I was just here to watch you get changed.
What's wrong with that in this day and age, you know?
That's what I'm saying. There are full websites where you can just watch people live. And you can you watch them, and they usually just walk around bottomless because they know people are jerking off
because that's how they live apparently.
But that's how
just cooking bacon. Yeah, I put the spatula between my butt cheeks and make eggs.
Well, clamping extra kitchen tools between your butt cheeks is way more convenient than you're letting on.
Kitchen tool butt cheek hour.
Second of all, if I didn't have children and I didn't want my wife to want to be with me anymore, I would be bottomless at all times. Oh, also, if I didn't want a couch that anybody wanted to sit on.
Oh my Lord, yes.
Because that would be horrifying. It was like I would have to I'd have to dip the entire thing into Febreze.
Well, they're all like that. Don't even worry. Everybody's couch. Every time you sit down in it, they're all like 15 years of farts come flying up into your face. Everybody's had one of those kind of couches.
Oh God, yeah.
Where you sit there, like, oh my Lord.
My couch can speak in tongues from what it's seen.
Your couch has a tongue like Pee Wee Herman's couch.
Yeah.
Holy, no wiping needed.
No, exactly. That's why I always
Freaksville.
That's why I don't sit right on a cushion. I sit right between them at all times, and then I giggle the entire time.
Just giggling away.
Yeah,
farting into all the crevasses.
Yeah, exactly. That's called cave stuffing.
Cave stuffing.
I just invented that.
I like that. Cave stuffing.
All right, guys, I want to see
kind of like a Dutch oven or something, only it's a cave stuffing.
Yeah, I want to see hashtag cave stuffing trending after this week's episode.
That. I really do. I like that a lot, actually.
We're stuffing the cave.
What about if you poop in there?
Oh, that's
cave loving? No, that's if your penis goes in there.
I call that storage wars.
Storage wars. If you poop in there. Yeah. You have to close it over too.
You take a dump and yep.
You know what you could call it? Okay, so like you call it the Rock of Gibraltar, right? Because you take a shit, then you put the cushion back, and then when somebody opens it, they take a smell and they go, Jesus.
Well done. Well done. I just picture that the Rock would come out now.
It is the Rock of Gibraltar, right? Isn't that what they put to block him?
No, literally, the Rock moved in front of it, and he's like, "Make sure Jesus doesn't come out." He's like, "You got it."
The Rock.
And then when Jesus wanted out, he called him a Rudy Poo candy ass. Because remember, this was a long time ago. This isn't today's Rock. This is early Rock.
I think that Jesus would stunner his ass. I don't think Jesus would be putting up with that this day and age.
Then he'd grab two bottles of water, turn them into wine, and smash them together.
Turn those sons of bitches sideways.
And other things. I can't remember everything they said in 1995.
I do.
But there was a lot. There was a lot. Everybody subscribed to WWE Network, I guess is what we're saying.
They should. $10. It's friggin' awesome.
Nice. Wish it was $10 for forever.
It is.
Can any business
just like one $10?
Just one $10.
That's it.
Like I just mailed them a crisp 10. Well, actually, it'd be like 500 because we're Canadian.
Yeah, exactly.
But
I don't even know how that works.
I don't know. I'll fax it to them. It'll be fine. Do they still accept faxed money?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
And they like it if your face is on it.
Yes. Well, my face is on the little known fact. My face is on 3 of the Canadian bills. It's on the 13, the 29, and the 16.
Dollar bills?
Don't ask me why I went in opposite order. I was gonna say the 60. I was gonna say the 60, and then I just I don't know, my brain chickened out, and I was like, you can't go that high.
They won't believe it.
Yeah. If anybody was gonna buy for a second, they were above a $50 bill. Idiot. Whatever.
That's it. That's the one that got them right there too.
Doesn't really matter. Not a lot going on. Like I was looking at the news and stuff, and I'm not really excited by any of the news. Nothing really got to me.
Or just the Muslim ban.
Yeah, but I'm not trying to go political. I was thinking about movie news.
Happen.
It did happen.
Movie news. We just watched the new Homecoming Spider-Man preview, which I never saw before, which I thought was kind of neat.
We did do that.
They have to have Tony Stark's in every friggin' Marvel movie.
I think it's really necessary for this one.
Why?
Because he is his mentor. Like, just out of Civil War, he's his mentor, and he wants to be an Avenger.
If I was Spider-Man, I'd have been like, hey, why the shit did you lie to me to get me to go fight Captain America, who was clearly in the right? But maybe they're going to have that conversation in the movie.
I don't know, maybe. I don't know that
awesome.
I know, but I don't know that he even believes that he was in the right. Because remember, with great power comes great responsibility. His uncle told him that.
Yeah.
Right? So he would want to register in the Sokovia Accords.
Right.
I don't know if he does.
Well, no. In the original story, he did. He gets killed.
Well,
they kill him.
And like every other superhero.
But Captain America was correct.
Yeah. Well, I don't.
And
yeah.
Evil Iron Man.
History will judge.
Yeah, I guess it will.
Right. So I don't know whose history. Just whoever goes back and rewrites the history.
There was no big movie news. Nobody's showing up to the Grammys because
No.
they don't care.
Yeah, well, that's true. I haven't been watching the Grammys in forever for the same reason, so I think we're all on board.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. The one thing I'll talk about, though, lots and lots more superhero TV shows coming out in the next immediate future.
Oh, The Defenders?
Legion is coming out.
Legion, huh?
That's FX is putting that out, and that is kind of like X-Men based. I don't know the whole story of that, but I got the lecture. It was a guy at work who knows all the comics and stuff told me all about Legion, and I just kind of let it leave my brain. Other things were going on. Whatever. Yeah, I know, right? But so yeah, that one's coming out, and then you've got the DC show Powerless coming out, which is all about a bunch of people who work at Wayne Enterprises there, and all they do is invent stuff to protect the public from like
Shield, only the DC version.
No, not at all.
It's watching a bunch of nerds create gadgets for Batman.
No, they're not creating them for Batman. They're creating them for the public to protect them from when buildings start collapsing and stuff like that.
Because they will. If you live in Gotham City, it's going to start grumbling. Yeah.
Like there's a scene where good people in it too, though. Danny Pudi from Community, Ron Funches, a comedian, who's in it, a few other people. But they're just inventing stuff, and one of the things they invent, they have kryptonite glass, so Superman can't fly through your office building. And then they're like,
that's probably really expensive.
Yeah, well, and then they were like, what happens if you actually want Superman to come in and save you, though? And he's like,
after you put the glass up.
Yeah, he's like, I didn't really think that through. And then he dropped it and it shatters. He's like, yeah, it doesn't really work well as a window either. And so it's like that kind of goofy, like picture.
Oh, it's like a slapstick comedy.
Yeah, picture the background of any Q scene in James Bond.
Right.
Where like everything's going all weird and crazy.
This can be an entire show.
It apparently is an entire show. Well, there was actually...
Batman going to come in every now and then?
You see Super. Probably it'll be somebody else because
will he be their foil?
It'd be amazing if Affleck showed up. That would be pretty amazing.
No, like always, like he's the boss, so he just doesn't get it. Like
yeah. I'm sure they'll have the boss who does that, but it'll be like the executive vice president, not Bruce Wayne.
Oh, of Wayne Tech Enterprises. Yeah. Maybe Morgan Freeman will be there.
That would be amazing.
Isn't Lucius Fox the guy who runs that whole thing?
Yeah. Well, although I think they've abandoned all that stuff. Oh, there's a good piece of movie news. Ben Affleck just dropped out of directing the Batman solo movie.
Didn't he write it?
No. He didn't write it. He's going to remain...
He's still going to be starring it.
He's still going to star in it. He's still producing it. But he basically said to help develop the character and stuff like he's trying to spend so much time on working on the character and all that stuff that he can't spend any time actually focusing on being a director. So, I mean, it sounds like a legit enough reason. At least it was honest. Yeah, it wasn't or at least it's not being released as a creative differences reasoning or something like that. So I mean, it gives you some...
Who's going to direct it?
I have no idea. I'm hoping it's McG.
Oh, I want it to be Jonathan Frakes.
Jonathan Frakes.
Absolutely.
He nailed those episodes of Next Generation.
Yes,
so should probably bring it home.
Did. I think he does some random, like, the librarians and stuff. Anything that's really, like, fantasy
anything that's oriented.
On sci-fi. Yeah, or like those. Yeah. I think he does.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me at all. TV directing, man, is the way. You get so much work. It's like I'm looking at people today, and it was like, oh, this guy's directed a lot of TV. He's directed like 30 episodes of like MacGyver and 25 episodes of this and 10. And I'm like, wow, this guy has been working forever, and he gets to have a different project every single time. I'm like, that's a pretty sweet deal for a director. I know like budget is limiting and all that, but hey,
yeah, these shows are getting big budgets now. I see all these explosions on the ads now for like Training Day and.
Yeah.
Boom, stuff's blowing up. There's Bill Paxton.
I'm not going to be tuning in for Bill Paxton's Training Day. You have to become one of the monsters. Game over, man.
Game over, man. Oh, man.
I got a little dick. It's pathetic. I hope that people...
That's not a Bill Paxton quote at all. He just wanted to randomly tell you that.
Mine is perfectly average. It's fine.
Titty's going to make us stand up and beg for buttermilk.
Yeah. But yeah, on top of the ones we've already talked about, those superhero shows, there's another one. FX is doing another X-Men based one where it's about a kid who starts getting his powers, and his family like takes him on the run and stuff like that. Again, I know nothing about that one because that one's in like early development, but Bryan Singer's involved.
Oh.
So yeah,
I don't like his X-Men movies anyway, so I don't know why I was like, ooh, like as if I gave a shit.
Well, so at least somebody's,
somebody that I've heard of.
Somebody from the universe is being involved.
Whatever happened to that whole thing, him being a raging pedophile?
Oh, well, I think we've just all accepted it.
Yeah, whatever.
The Catholic Church didn't get toppled, so why are we going to go after Hollywood?
Why are we going after this guy?
Yeah, it was like, okay.
Corey Feldman turned out
He's
fine.
not telling me how to live.
Oh, on.
But Corey, yeah, absolutely. Corey Feldman did so well, he danced for his lover afterwards. He did that weird
that was the greatest performance ever. He should be hosting the Super Bowl on the top of the arena.
That would be the best. Well, he has just as much place as anybody else they put in the Super Bowl, whether or not they do a good show. I mean, I'm not knocking. It was like when Bruno Mars did the Super Bowl or Katy Perry did the Super Bowl.
Good.
The Prince was amazing, but all of these people are never synonymous with people who watch football.
Should it be?
Well, a little bit.
I love football, and I'm also a musical artist. Let's do this thing.
No. I'm not saying that the artist should be. I'm saying that you should be maybe rewarding the people who've been watching you all year long,
with
as opposed to the people
like to see.
Yeah, as opposed to the people who are only going to watch the Super Bowl and maybe only will watch the halftime show.
I watch because of the Bud Bowl, man. That's all I'm into. Yeah, and the Puppy Bowl.
I was gonna say Puppy Bowl. Yeah.
Yeah, they get the dogs drunk off of Budweiser. Just have at her.
I am a huge football fan, so I was gonna watch anyways. But yeah, that Puppy Bowl is something to be reckoned with.
I didn't even know that. I thought that they canceled the Super Bowl because of lack of interest.
Yes,
they're still going on with that thing.
Yeah, still going on. Still a big deal.
Jesus, the people are still on that, huh?
Yeah.
Well, they learn.
Until those Budweiser Clydesdales die, we'll always have an excuse for football.
Give it up.
We're getting dark.
Getting real dark. Going to a place here.
I'm going to a dark place.
Yeah, underneath the shit-covered hooves of a Clydesdale.
I don't know, I was starting to sink to the level of those Minnesota Vikings who were like on that booze cruise and they raped that girl and everybody got away fine. This was ages ago. I don't even know what happened to the girl.
Well, that's what happens. You party with Vikings on their Viking craft. What do you think with Vikings?
I know, right?
They show up on boats and they rape and pillage.
Yeah, that was literally my first thought when that happened too. I was like, never trust a Viking on a boat.
That's right, buddy.
It's like the second one, like that booze cruise was like, okay, everybody, we're going to be serving the Vikings. Yeah. Like, I am sick.
Oh my lord, the worst. Even like we got the Vikings and the Buccaneers. Yeah. On board today.
You think I can kick? You think I can kick off a 350-pound offensive lineman if he's sweet on me?
Oh yeah.
You think I'd want to? Nah.
So I am taking specifically self defense courses just for that probability. If you're on a booze cruise and a 350-pound linesman from Minnesota,
yeah.
And it's very specific.
You just kind of announced, you said that like Jesse the Body Ventura, who's in Demolition Man. Tune in next week.
Oh my God, that's right.
Yeah, but you just said like Minnesota. Like
Minnesota, oh yeah. Look at the arm.
I'm the governor of Minnesota. Mean Gene.
Let me tell you something, Mean Gene.
Yeah.
He was in Abraxas, Guardian of the Universe. Now that's a film. You want to see a superhero film before they were something?
No.
This is the movie that kicked in the whole craze. Abraxas, Guardian of the Universe.
Now I'm getting to a much darker place.
Abraxas.
They don't make them like that anymore.
Yeah, Abraxas sounds like something you get in your coccyx or something, but
exactly.
It is a character. It's a movie.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I had to take a puffer because I had Abraxas last year.
Oh my lord, I had Abraxas. Jesus, I had to get a gel.
Ew. A salve.
Holy moly.
And a salve. I had to
salve.
That I had to use an applicator to apply the salve.
Pardon me, pharmacist. Do you have any salves?
I really like to overpronounce that L because you're not supposed to really pronounce it at all.
Salve. What's supposed to be salves?
Salves.
Like savage.
So I like to add it a little bit at first. So you're just like, salves. Like, so it's like not really there, but it's there. But then eventually you're like,
salvolate.
I spit everywhere. Thank God we have these really cheap pop filters to keep it from getting over our sexy new microphones.
Pop. Oh yes, they are very sexy.
It's another piece of information.
How can you stop filming us? They would see this.
Well, I can't find my my thing, my camera. I'll find it. We'll record next recording. We'll shoot some stuff.
It's ridiculous.
I apologize. I got my camera.
I manscaped all my back hair to look like a portrait of B. Arthur.
It looks
and not amazing. One person will be able to see it.
And it's B. Arthur from Rhoda, not the Gilmore.
I
was gonna say the Gilmore Girls.
Who cares?
That'd be amazing if she would have died just trying to keep up with their dialogue.
Like, I wished I was dead trying to keep up with their dialogue.
I have 16 lines of dialogue on one page. What's going to happen? Now your mouth's probably going to catch fire. I don't know. You're really old.
I'm going to rip right out.
Oh, man.
You never rip out.
We really got off on a tangent from Demolition Man being the movie.
We're watching Demolition Man?
Well, might as well.
Oh, great.
What do you say we tune in next week?
That sounds like something I will think about.
What about you guys? You going to tune in next week? I know some of you are.
Grafrau just yelled, hell yes.
San Francisco.
And then she by accident zig-heiled.
Don't do that. I do it sometimes too.
It happens.
See, no, here's what happens. I'm going to defend Grafrau right now. Every now and again, my shoulders.
I know, I heard it too. Did you see his arm just got redder? The moment I said zig-heil, his shoulder started twitching and it popped.
It went to go to a Hail Hydra, I swear. No, you go to wave at somebody sometime and you're just like, hey, but then you're not really waving your arm anymore. You just keep it still. And then it's out on it's not quite a 45-degree angle, but it's not quite a 90-degree angle either. And all of a sudden you're just like, oh, Heil.
And then while your arm's up in the air, it starts hailing. Yeah. And you yell, hail.
Hail. Yeah. Or you're like saying, well, like, what are you doing to that cab? Hail.
Yeah, exactly. And some people that just take it all the wrong way.
So this is why people started using Uber, I'm assuming.
Oh, yes.
Probably all those accidental zig-heils going on out there.
Uber sounds even worse.
Yeah.
Uber.
I take the Uber car.
Heil Uber. Is Heil Uber here today?
Is this why there's so many like Nazi comparisons in the States right now? Like in the political landscape? I'm fuck you guys. Fuck me. Fuck
Some
everybody.
states are on land.
Is that true?
I don't know. but it sounded good.
Technically, it's all on water.
Mm-hmm.
Even the ones that are landlocked is like, yeah, but you have some water. Go turn on your tap, asshole.
Flush your toilet in Australia.
Right?
Yeah.
Let's take that, New Mexico.
Take that. After you take a big wall.
What? Oh, that's old Mexico.
Yo, they're going to make that wall see-through.
That would be amazing.
So they can see the disappointed look on their faces when they can't get into the country.
And it's like a prison. It's just got phones everywhere, so you can just get on the other side, which is probably not a bad idea, seeing as how many people are going to be separated from their families.
Yes, exactly.
So fuck you
and
guys.
They're paying for the Windex for their side of the wall, too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Somebody's all hot and bothered on the one side. They're all...
Mexican Windex factories like, yes.
Here's the problem.
How do you say Windex in Mexicali?
Mexicali. Yeah. Mexicali, that's like a place. But, yeah. It's a place borders.
Yeah, good tacos.
Oh.
What was that?
Hey, Holmes. We're building up to a little mild racism, guys. Strap
a mild building? Jesus, we've been there.
Yeah, sorry, guys. It's not against all races at once. We really we get very bored with it. Like, all right. We always seem to leave the black people alone for some reason. It's all those big muscly bodies. Freak us out. I only get after Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, Filipinos, anybody who doesn't get above 5'3".
Yep. That's a lot of them.
That terrifies me. But then you get one of those giant, like, I used to do that with Chinese, and then Yao Ming came out, and I'm like, all right, forget it. They figured out how to grow huge ones.
What a friggin' ripoff. He was in a laboratory.
Yes.
They actually just duct tape. They just like a human centipeded like 3 Asian people together to create Yao Ming.
Oh my God. Let's get Shaq on the line. He can tell us for sure because he posted up against him.
Exactly. He's looking pretty ripped. He's going to fight the Big Show at WrestleMania.
Is that real?
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
I know. It's like, who the hell wants to see this match? They're like wasting time.
No, don't get me wrong. I do. But I would have liked to have seen it in 1994.
That's when
when he had a couple of young, spry giants.
And the giant is ripped right now, too.
That's crazy.
He looks, you should see him.
Because he's like in his like late 40s now,
and because it's like dog years. When you're a giant, he's actually like in his 70s or something.
Well, when you're a giant, he should be dead by now. And then Andre died before he before the age he got
did.
to.
Well, they got pills now that are out and stuff.
Anti-giant pills.
Oh yeah, they're bringing in for de-squishifying sessions.
Nice. Is
that
what, like,
de-squishifying? That would be going outward. So it's a squishifying session.
Nice. That sounds very...
They vacuum seal you, and they very, very slowly take out a little bit more air to squish you down.
That just sounds a lot like a BDSM type thing.
Yeah.
It's like, I want to get peed on, and then if there's time, I'd like to get squishified, mistress.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I think is that one there, like the sealed... You know, like saran, not saran. You know, what do you call it when you vacuum sealed?
Yeah,
I've got a vacuum sealing genitals and things like that. Is that a new one? Is that out there?
No.
Are they doing this? Is there a whole vacuum sealed?
I don't
culture
think
out
that
there?
any of the vacuum sealed, because usually you have to seal it kind of on both ends.
Yeah.
And seeing as we are
you need 2 people.
To our own, no, but we are attached to ours. So what we could do is docking with the one.
Yes. Yes.
I'm sure there's a way you could vacuum seal that so it becomes permanent.
Oh yes.
So how about we go get ourselves some uncircumcised men?
Yeah.
And we dock with them, we seal, and then we spin around with them while Time of My Life plays. I had the time of my life. And we're just leaning back as hard as possible.
Did we ever explain to them what docking is? We must have.
I don't know. I think we keep cutting each other off because we know what it is. Like, docking when you're like, yep. Okay, docking, for anybody who doesn't know, you can go to Urban Dictionary to find this out. But docking is when you tuck your uncircumcised penis into the foreskin.
My God, you don't even know how to explain it.
Because I don't have foreskin.
Oh, my Lord. That's how you don't understand how to explain foreskins?
My penis is too beautiful to explain this.
Exactly. It is. He's right.
It's small, but it's beautiful, like Tom Cruise.
Oh, yes.
It does all its own stunts.
It certainly does. And is a member of Scientology, just his penis.
Yeah. My fetal level is...
Anyways, docking is when you have 2 penis heads that come together, right? One of them has foreskin, one of them does not, right? You're touching them. They're touching the pee-pee holes.
Yeah.
Then you take the foreskin of the penis that has foreskin and you pull it over top of the penis without foreskin. That is called docking.
Yeah. Like, picture if the graboid from Tremors started making out with Anaconda.
Yeah.
That's basically what it looks like. That's
pretty much what happens.
I think I just nailed it.
Yeah.
All right. So you got that to think about.
Yeah, I think about it all the time.
Yeah, no, I'm stuck now. There's no getting out of it.
Literally, we just did it, and we have surrendered ourselves.
Yeah, we're stuck together, honey. Our anniversary's gonna be awkward.
It always was.
It's our 10th anniversary this year.
Is that yours?
Yeah.
We were married for 10 years.
10 years.
Wow.
Not until June though.
Holy
so there's plenty
Lord.
of time to fuck that
Entire
up.
decade.
Right?
Loads of time for divorce. If you're not divorced by now, man.
Yeah.
You're in
well,
it.
I told her that because we're gonna go on vacation, and I said we're gonna lead up, have the vacation, and we'll decide on the day if we're gonna re-up and keep this thing going or not.
I think all relationships should have that at like the 1 year mark. You can walk. They do that. Where you're like, no explanation. You just walk. I'm out.
1, 5, 10, 20, all the ways. You can just just clean and clear.
Like a reassessment.
Yeah. So you got to really stick it out if you're, if you're gonna lose half your money type thing.
Yeah, you got that right. It's cheaper to keep her.
Oh, nice.
They say.
Yeah. There's no rhyming. No rhyming for killer, but it doesn't mean you can't do it.
If you don't will her, then kill her.
There you go.
I don't willfully like what you're doing, girl. Sorry.
Sorry. Yeah, this is gonna go.
Killer murder. You don't just want to hurt her. You want to murder.
I'll take it. That works.
Yeah.
I could see that on a poster somewhere.
I don't know
where.
Other crimes? Not rape.
Well, that could be in Russia. They just decriminalized.
Yes, they did.
Spousal abuse,
but only yeah, wonderful. It's
the rule is it can't cause permanent damage, and you can't do it more than once a year. So I said to Carrie, I was kind of like, it's like the purge, right? And I was like, oh, you know what I would do with that once a year? I would do wonderful things with that once a year.
You got one call, yeah.
No,
get over here.
You know what I would do? I would just reenact my favorite. Like, I wouldn't do anything hard because I don't want to hurt my wife. But I would reenact my favorite, like, early James Bond scenes, like the old Sean Connery. Just when she, like, walks in the room, just give her one slap and then make love to her.
No way. I'm going full on the Passion of the Christ. I'm going to just lay into her, man. Oh, yeah.
And behind the scenes of all that, she's being struck by lightning, which just makes it worse. God, Jim Caviezel, he should be a bigger star for all he had to go through.
I know, that sounded awful. And Mel Gibson's his movie's up for an award.
Yeah.
It was Hacksaw. Yeah, the worst Oscar year ever.
Yeah.
I don't think like one of those movies has boobs or an explosion in it. Like, what the hell?
Well, unless you count you count Hidden Figures.
Hacksaw Ridge does have blow.
Yeah, it's a war movie. It's a war movie, although it's about the one guy who doesn't fire a gun.
Yeah, but there's got to be guns firing around.
And then, but if you count Hidden Figures, every single rocket is technically an explosion.
Mm-hmm.
That goes. So I mean, those are explosions. Mm-hmm. And then there's just some
Hidden Figures.
Hidden Figures is the one with the black ladies.
Oh, Janelle Monáe.
What?
Yeah, Janelle Monáe's in it.
All right, great.
Beautiful lady, good voice.
I love her.
You don't even know what you're talking about.
I know. I have no clue. Oh, didn't we? I think we had this exact same conversation last time.
I think we've had the exact same conversation every single time we've done this.
Nice, which is probably why we were discussing favorite Bill Murray movies prior to this, and Groundhog Day came up, and I think the reason that it came up is because we're in it.
We're living Groundhog Day.
I've explained the Chris Gethard show to Todd every single week as we're setting up.
We got any more listeners? They're not listening anymore because they realize it's the same thing every time.
I stopped listening. I'm probably looking at the same listeners from the first week. We might have tens of thousands of listeners.
Oh,
but
my God.
I'm still looking at that first episode.
There's like riots in the streets for new episodes.
No, that's because I good listener count. I'm happy.
Well, we still no stalker.
No stalker.
I still don't have a fucking stalker.
Yeah, why hasn't that happened yet? I want Todd to feel like he's in danger when he comes in. It's just
I know.
Me making him feel safe gives me value.
You know, why don't I get crazy like, you talk to me while I poop, Todd. I need your voice enveloping me.
That was just called us in high school. It's like, I gotta take a dump. Well, I don't want to hang up the phone. Just go.
Just go with me.
Just go.
I don't want to stop this conversation. Just go into the bathroom. Did you talk to people out there in the world? You ever like gone with your buddy and like crapped and talked?
No, I can't do that.
Crap and talk. I don't like it either.
I can't do that. I go specifically when I'm at work. I go to the bathroom that only has one stall, just so I don't have to have somebody sitting next to me.
Oh, you know what? I that's my opposite. If we're somewhere and the bathroom only has one,
Yeah.
I won't go in there because like somebody's gonna bang on the door and knock, or like they're gonna like their foot's gonna be under there for half the time, or they're like waving a handkerchief over top of the door.
I don't know. I just find once they stick their penis through the hole, if you just give it some tugs or something, they'll go away.
Oh, is that what you should do?
Well, I don't know if it's what you
should do. I just put the toilet paper roll on there. I thought that was the toilet, like a cheeky toilet paper roll dispenser thing, you know?
As long as it can last, yeah. It's like, wow, you're really doing good because I'm like dropping.
This is a double roll.
I'm doing a roadhouse, which means I'm dropping a double deuce.
Double? That's the roadhouse?
I call that the roadhouse.
The roadhouse.
And only seemingly only I call it that. I thought that would have caught on more. I said it at work a couple of times.
And it forced it into the conversation too, right? Forced to go roadhouse on them.
Yeah, like it was a pretty serious conversation. The guy's really mad at me that I just ignored his wife having cancer. But he's like, yeah, speaking of bad news, I just dropped a double deuce in there. Don't you?
Yeah.
What's a double deuce, you asked? No, you didn't ask? Well, here it is.
You're too busy crying, huh? Well, I'm going to tell you anyways.
Yeah.
Why did he go into work that day? Like, my God.
Your orphan kids are going to love this. I just assume he's also going to die of grief or something.
Grief, death. Yeah, it happens all the time.
Disclaimer, Joe doesn't have anybody whose wife is dying at work. If he any coincidence. Or what's
yeah, you know where they're going with that. He didn't any reasonable facsimiles to real people.
Lawyers. Come at me, lawyers. Alrighty. I think that is enough for this. Yeah, we are going to wrap this one up. I want you guys to tune in next week.
Wrap it up like two penises docking forever.
Specifically like that. Okay, send us pictures on Twitter.
We need to make a T-shirt, "Docking Forever," and it'll have that.
Docking, but we'll do it. We'll make it look like the Apollo 13. So you got the 2, and then a little word bubble, and just says "captured."
Exactly. We could have a whole line of them. There could be even like the steps, like the first one, the second one, the third one, and then by the fourth, and then on the back it says "Docking Forever."
Any good artists or graphic designers want to design our docking T-shirt? By all means, send me the picture. We will give you proceeds, and we will actually make the T-shirt, and we'll give you the proceeds to every sale, which may be upwards of 4.
And I have an actual nautical background, so it is technically sailor.
He could smuggle
Sailorisms.
He could smuggle it anywhere.
It's real.
This is real shit. Okay, so think about that. Draw some penises touching each other and send them to us via email. And in the meantime,
I'll accept them to send it anyway.
There you go. So even if you just want to send some, even if you just want to like,
it would be good if it was
balls.
like, you know, when they served you papers, so like it's a big ordeal.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, whatever, you need to touch this, you know, whatever. And then when you take the paper, you're like, oh my God, they're docking forever.
Docking forever, no.
And then they're like, you've been served. Or swerved. What's that one where they're joking on you? Ashton Kutcher's in the back and he's giggling away because he's banging Demi Moore and all the daughters.
Her big hairy bush.
My bush.
That was from back in the day. I don't know if she trims that shit up now. No, seriously, it's time. We're going. We got a schedule to keep here, people.
Yeah, for real.
All right, tune in next week. We love you. Very proud of you guys.
By the time you get through this mini episode, and I say mini in finger quotations, it will be next week.
Oh my God, it's fucking 43 minutes long. All right, yeah, tune in next week. I'm gonna edit the fuck out of this thing. Bye, guys.